Welcome to the Miami Heat Zone podcast. We're pushing to 6,000 subscribers. Hit that subscribe button and thank you for all the support. So LeBron James was on the Pat McAfee show and he addresses Heat culture, the incident on the plane with the cookies, and let's get into the video.
Because they talk about the Miami Heat culture and Pat Riley and obviously him just saying no more cookies.
Yeah, they be
it's LeBron's cookies.
He don't give a fuck. One thing about Rouse, he don't give a fuck about nothing. Listen, if it ain't about that Heat shield and covering that Heat culture, he don't. I mean, we see what's going on now. I mean, well, not anymore, but we see Jimmy and, and it was at one point where even I left and it was time for D-Wade to get paid and he didn't want to pay D-Wade and D-Wade left. I was like, when that happened, I was like, when Wade County had to leave and go to Chicago, I looked at the cookie situation. I was like, oh, shit, maybe it wasn't that bad.
You didn't wait, and I forget which one of them it was, but they told a story about Pat Riley fucking with your cookie.
Yes.
That's a real story? Yeah. Is that a real story?
No, it's a true story.
Okay.
It's a true story. Now, like, Rouse wasn't like Rouse was on the plane and I was about to get my cookies and Rouse snatched them out of my hand. You know how stories can become a little bit, they kind of build to Sasquatch at some point. Yep. But there it was. I mean, there was a time where everyone knows I fucking love chocolate chip cookies. It's like my my biggest vice.
Is it specific?
No, it was literally the plane that we were getting on. The ladies on the plane were making chocolate chip cookies.
Oh, homemade.
Yeah, so they knew.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah, so they were making them and bringing them because we had the same ladies all the time. It was a party of 6. They were rotating every time. They knew I loved chocolate chip cookies, so they would get on. And I would. Hey, soft with a little crispy edge.
Oh,
perfect.
Yeah, perfect. And I would get on, and they already knew. They'd bring me 2 cookies, and I'll get the gambling with the guys, and I got my cookies, and we good. And then one flight I got on, I looked at them, and they looked at me, and I'm like, that look didn't look familiar. And I asked him, I was like, we got the? He was like, no, we're not allowed to, no more cookies on these flights.
What?
And we all know where it came from. I looked at D-Wade. D-Wade looked at me. He was like, basically, without even saying, he was like, fucking Rouse and done it again. Rouse.
So did Pat Riley go too far? Yes. I mean, think about it. This is the best player in the world and possibly the best player of all time. Let the man enjoy some cookies. Obviously, Pat Riley can go a little bit too far, but it is what it is. We don't talk about how, even though he was wrong about the cookies, LeBron James was wrong in trying to fire Eric Spoelstra. We don't talk about that enough. We needed Eric Spoelstra. You have to stand by your coach. So at the end of the day, even though it didn't work out, I really think that LeBron James should have never have left the Miami Heat. That's just me. I think that he would have won more championships staying with the Miami Heat. Of course, they would have continued to just build around him as the years go on. And what better franchise after you already win 2 rings? But I understand why he went back to Cleveland. It is what it is. Now let's get into Bam Adebayo, because going forward, Bam Adebayo is the leader of this team. Last night versus the Golden State Warriors, he was bullying everybody. You could just tell by the intensity. And I'm not saying that he has to play like that every single game, because it's really hard to bring that type of intensity for 82 games in an NBA season. But this is his team going forward, and he's going to have to lead this group. Let's get into what Jeff Teague had to say.
Get 30, bro.
Nah, bro. I'll see you in the streets, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. I watched Bam hoop yesterday. I watched Bam hoop a bunch of times, but with Jimmy gone, Bam looked like a whole different.
Bam is cold,
bro. He iced someone boys between the legs.
He showed y'all this summer with the do-rag, bro.
Yeah, I like this Bam.
He tapped into that right there.
Yeah, I like that, bro. This Bam right here.
I get the ball when I want to.
Bam with the do-rag can bring it up.
Bro, he between the legs, heads, he
got that.
Went to the basket, bumped Draymond. I said, oh, no.
He definitely got all that.
Yes.
They need a point guard.
And he's strong.
They just need a point guard, bro.
He is the point guard. Like, he is cold, bro.
Bam is special.
That's why it's Cap Bam right there.
Yeah, I'm rolling with that.
I say this time, that's why I'm like, dang, NBA players are really different, because you would think he played like Hakeem Olajuwon in the league. This nigga look like Kyrie Irving.
In the summertime.
Bro. He was silly, bro.
So they can call Bam the point guard, and that's fine, but Bam needs a point guard. It's not fair that all these other bigs get to play with elite point guards, playmakers. I mean, just think about Khalil Ware. Think about what he's been able to do. He's been dominating. That Bam's at the 4. Now you have Khalil Ware that can catch lobs, block shots, and just deter guys from the rim. But this is Bam's team. They crowned him as the next guy. We cannot sit around here and waste Bam Adebayo's prime. I need him to be the leader. I need him to play with fire, fierce, and be motivated every single game to push this Miami Heat team over the top next season. I understand that we suck right now, but there is no excuse for this Miami Heat team to not build around Bam, put pieces around Bam to help elevate his game, and take some of the pressure off of Bam to help us win a championship. Everything right now should be going through Bam, playing through Bam. He is our guy. Obviously, he's not a number one option, but he is the leader of this team, and we have to add some superstars on this roster to help us win a championship. Point blank, period. I love Bam. He's a 20 and 10 guy. He can guard 1 through 5. He pretty much does everything and more. But obviously, Bam is not a number one option, and he's going to need help on this Miami Heat roster. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, and thank you for all the support.